Hola, ¿cómo están? And what is going on, guys? DarkScheme here, and today I have a few images that were posted on GameSpot's website of the new armor coming to Halo 5 in the Memories of Reach update. So taking a quick look at this armor, the first person we're looking at is June's armor, his armor being called Vigilant, and I have to say up close it looks quite nice. I think one thing for sure is that this armor could have definitely been a good set or kind of just a mediocre set, and 343 definitely outdid themselves with this armor set. June looking like June, definitely one of my favorite armors from Reach. I will most likely be using his armor over others. And taking a look at Cat's armor, being called Intruder, it's looking really nice and sleek. I definitely like what they've done with it. They didn't go too overboard with detailing on the armor, and it feels just right. And I think one of the additions to the armor that is nice to it is the color of it as well. And thanks to the Halo 5 color palette now, it works in Cat's favor. And next up, what I think will be a lot of people's favorite is Emil's armor, being called Wrath. And this Wrath armor is once again sleek, definitely a little more sleek than I was used to, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think one thing that comes out right and pops up correctly is that armor and having all the little details on it, like the knife on the shoulder, and of course the helmet looking badass as well. And hopping into George's armor, now one thing that is the biggest reveal is not George's armor, but the weapon that he is holding. That is pretty much confirming that the legendary wreck item that was hidden is going to be George's light machine gun. But now taking a look at George's armor, it does seem a little funny as George was kind of a bigger Spartan over the other Spartan 3s. I have to say the addition of the big shoulder pads and the big chest piece will probably make it look a little bit more evened out. And once again, very nice, very polished. And looking at the helmet, I think that is one of my favorite features for George's armor. Not only does it have that nice sleek look to it, but it also looks like what it used to look like in Halo Reach. Once again, this armor could have been made and not look great in Halo 5, but the fact that it does look great in Halo 5 means that they did put a lot of attention to detail in this armor and dedicated their time to make this armor look as best as possible. And taking a look, once again, we see that little cape a little bit better in this image, and we kind of see that gradiency in the armor color as well. As he is a sniper, he is using a lot of those colors to blend into his environment, so having this kind of greenish tint on his main armor and then his leg armor kind of just slowly gradiating to that secondary color makes it look really nice. And I love the detail of the shoulder having that knife there too, and looking at that pouch on his left leg as well. There is a lot there, but not too much that it deteriorates from what the armor spiritually is. And once again, we see a Cat armor. I think Cat is definitely one of those characters that doesn't really have anything too significant about the armor as far as pouches or any secondary stuff on it, but definitely still iconic. I think the shoulders are what stands out to me, but not only that, the helmet, the design of it, the sleek look to it, and the color of the visor makes it look perfect. Once again, great for Halo 5. Emil's armor, definitely great to have in all black. That is one of the more traditional colors for Emil. And take a look at not only that knife on the shoulder that we previously saw, but also the utility belt. He has some things and gadgets, kind of these grenades going on there, and of course the pouch on the left leg. So it definitely feels and looks like Spartan 3 armor. And we'll have to keep an eye out how popular this armor specifically is for Emil, as it was very traditional to have that helmet. It was very iconic for the character. And jumping back with George, a little bit of a closer look. I know it would have looked a little bit weird, but I wish we could have gotten a little bit of a better shot of his backpack, as that was pretty iconic, as well as that was a huge part of his chest piece armor. And here's a group shot of all of them together. You can kind of see the colors a little bit better on June, and kind of just to see how they completely look all together. And of course you can see that commander armor that is already in Halo 5 in the back left. And another heroic shot to end the images. And honestly, these screenshots are actually getting me excited for the armor. I'm definitely a fan of June's armor, as having that kind of gradiency to the armor is actually quite nice, and the blending of colors I think is perfect for what it is. Other than that, that is pretty much it for the images. Thank you 343 for sharing this with GameSpot, and thank you to GameSpot for sharing this with us as well. These images are quite nice to look at and kind of get us excited, and it was revealed to us that there will be a live stream showcasing all of this stuff in the Memories of Reach update sometime next week. And hopefully we'll get an official release date for sometime next week as well. But once again, that is it for me today. Hopefully you enjoyed these images, and hopefully you're excited for Memories of Reach as much as I am. So let me know, how do you feel about this armor coming to Halo 5, and are you excited to get your hands on George's turret? I'll leave you with those few questions, and as always, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.